Hello everyone, it's Alex here and we're doing a photo discussion of this photograph taken in the Blue Mountains in New South Wales, Australia. And the reason I've put this picture in for a critique is because it is a very simple picture of a very complicated subject. The reason the subject is complicated is because a forest or rainforest, woodland, whatever, is chaotic and entirely natural. So there's no order that you would normally expect to be imposed on things if it's more man-made and managed. So it can be very difficult to find ways to get the eye to travel through the photograph. So there are two main reasons why I think this photograph has works to simplify things and allow us to do that. The first is that we've got all these lovely green ferns and they are all working to push the eye in towards the middle of the picture. And even on the right hand side we've got ferns that push us into the picture as the eye keeps moving in towards the frame. And then we get to here, and that's not an X because it's wrong, but more an X because it marks the spot. It marks the spot where the visual journey ends, and there's a nice simple easy landing place, if you like, to finish up. And I don't want people, or the eye if you like, to be hunting for answers as to where to go next in my pictures. So if we go back to the unblemished one, you can see maybe how without those lines you can see where the eye is working to push, the ferns are working to push the eye through to the end of the photograph. And it's useful that we've got this nice attractive steps running up to these two trees because they provide an obvious focal point. And so the picture has lines which pull the picture in and a very simple graphic focal point in the middle at the end. And I think because it's a panoramic, it wouldn't work if I had composed this with those steps on the left or the right, because they're a very symmetrical sort of arrangement. And so I'm trying to mirror that symmetry with the ferns on both sides, the two trees, and then the single line of steps going up the middle, which is where the eye ends and the imagination can carry on from there. So I hope that's been useful as an explanation as to how the composition was designed in the field to try and work as an effective print following the post-production process. And I'll see you next time for another photo discussion and critique.